Oh, this goes over your nose. Sorry. And the amazing thing about this campaign is it also comes with a free pattern for the same mask design. So if we do that.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well wherever you're watching this video from. In this video I'm going to be unboxing a package I received from the team who are behind the campaign What If We Make Our Own Mask. The whole movement encourages people to make their own mask from home so that way you're able to protect yourself and protect those around you when you do go outside to get groceries or go for a run or whatever takes you out of your house during lockdown. I'm in the UK and we have over 130,000 confirmed cases. Thinking about that number is actually very scary, and there are days when I just feel like I'm trapped in a bad dream, but sadly that's not the case, and we have to do what we can in our own little way. So I'm going to show you guys what the mask looked like. They were kind enough to send me a sample. The amazing thing about this campaign is it also comes with a free pattern for the same mask design. So if you wanted to make your own mask from home, feel free to do so as well. I'm going to link the campaign down below, the different tiers. The company is based in South Korea, and if you do back the campaign on the different tier groups, you receive different sort of perks that come with that tier. I know the first one and the most exciting one is the fact that you can get a roll of filter sheets. It is made from BFE 99 melt blown fabric, and it has 99% filtration efficiency for 3 micro-sized particles, which I think is what makes this whole campaign really cool. So make sure to go check them out below. I've linked the everything you need to know down below as well. I'm going to unbox the package, try it on, and then go ahead and work with that free pattern to make another mask that my husband can use, because we're both in the same house during lockdown. So I'm going to make him his own mask, try it on him, and see how that works out. So let's get into the video, shall we? With a brown envelope in there, like so. Oh, this is cute. On here, it actually says my name. What if we make our own mask for Kim Dave? That's a very nice personal touch. So in this envelope pack, there is the mask here, sealed in plastic, tagged down with the label that has my name on it, and these are the actual filter sheets. I think there are 4. Yeah, there are 4 filter sheets here. And then lastly, this is the clip that you attach at the ends of the filter, safely secured with my name on it on the side. And I'm just going to basically open this and check to see what it looks like. So the material feels like canvas type fabric. It's nice and sturdy. There is no stretch to it. Oh, this goes over your nose. Sorry. And I can feel like the metal bit there, and this goes under your chin, and it makes like the shape like this over your face. How are you guys actually doing? I've been going through some days where I'm like really good, I'm fine, I'm pumped up, I'm productive, and then there are some days where I'm just like, I feel so weird and like meh. So apparently this is meant to go in here like so. Wrap it. This goes through that hole. So once you've passed these ends, this and that, through the holes at the end of the mask, you can close it and secure it with this other plastic end here. So I'm going to just snap that in. I started out by printing off the pattern, which you can find at the bottom of the campaign page on that press kit. It fitted 1 A4 sheet, so that was perfect. I just went ahead to cut out the actual shape of the pattern, so I have that edge ready to work with. So once I've cut this out, I'm going to go ahead and pin this onto fabric. I'm going to be working with lightweight cotton, and I cut an extra 1 centimeter seam allowance all the way around because I wasn't sure if the pattern actually had seam allowance, and good thing I did, because that seam allowance was definitely handy. So I'm going to go ahead and join both layers together along the sides, leaving one of the ends where your ear sits open. So I have trimmed down the corners of this piece here, and I'm going to turn it inside out and give it a nice press. So this is what the mask is looking like. I also folded in the open side by about 1 centimeter and pressed it down flat, ready to create a pocket for my filter sheet. You'll also need a short wire about 3 inches long. You can use any sort of bendable wire that you have at home and seal off the edges with sellotape. You also need 2 short elastic straps. You can use hair ties if that's what you have at home. They're roughly 6 inches long. So I'm going to sandwich the wire in the seam allowance on the top of the mask so it sits around your nose, and I just use pins to hold it down so it doesn't fall out when I'm stitching. So I'm going to take this to my machine and I'm going to be sewing around the edge of the wire. I used a narrow footer here so it actually allows my needle to move, but if you don't have a narrow footer and your footer on your machine doesn't work, you can always hand stitch this with needle and thread. So I'm just finishing off this seam here like so I have that wire secured on top. That's going to help to close out that end of the mask. Next up, I'm just sewing down the folded edge of that open part of the mask, which is going to help us create our filter pockets later on. And once I have stitched that in place, I am going to be grabbing the pattern and transferring the points that would help me make the top stitch that really helps to give this mask a shape. So I'm using some pins to transfer the points for the mid straight lines and the points for the curved lines that go across the top and across the bottom, and with chalk I'm just marking those points on the fabric, and then I'm going to fold along those pointed bits, pin them together, so when I take this to my machine and have an idea of what direction I should be stitching on. I just like to check that the filter would actually fit in that tunnel before I go ahead to stitch this in place. So I'm sewing on a narrow 0.2 centimeter edge stitch to create the top stitch for the straight 2 horizontal straight lines across and the 2 curved lines on the top and the bottom. So this is what the mask is looking like. I'm just going to go ahead and pin the elastic straps in place, ensuring I don't close off that opening for the filter. I'm going to do this for the left and for the right hand side. To finish off the mask, I'm just going in to stitch the elastic ends into the side so I have it ready to be tried on to check if it actually fits. The one thing I would say is mine was a little bit wider in the body and a little bit shorter in sort of where it overlaps across the end. Please try this on for me.
Oh, okay.
And it has the filter sheet inside, so you can change that up.
So like that?
Yeah, and then you pull it behind your ear so I can check if it fits you all right. I feel like we can make it tighter on the bottom for sure.
Yeah, it's a bit fluffy here.
So if we do that.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Okay. To ensure it fitted perfectly around George, I'm just going to go back in and stitch a tiny dot that cuts across like this, so that sculpts his face and sits on his face a lot tighter and a lot more securely. And this is what the mask looks like on him. He was actually very happy with the result and he said it was very breathable, which is a good thing. Have it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know where you're watching this video from, what country, what city, and how are you actually staying positive and productive through this tough time. Share your thoughts down below. Please stay safe, please stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.